I know the next step for my challenger is obviously the PSV stack, but looking to dabble into the champ side of Sorare. I have a Brennan Johnson and an Igor Thiago. If I don't have the Buscagli by then, you'll see a KDB. So you're going after one of them. But open to venture into other champ leagues. Budget is around €50. Brilliant. So let's look at champ. What are we cooking with? Oh, nice. Don't know this guy. Don't know. Well, I know Campbell, so I don't know the other guy. We've got Brennan, Bayer, Thiago. Right, so we've got forwards. Cool. So for 50 quid, let's see if we can get the league specific. Now they're kind of all over the shop, aren't they? Bayer, Germany, England. Okay, so let's have a look at building a squad for 50 quid to fill this out. Let's say Bundy and Prem, and let's go to mid. So we've got 50 quid, right? We've got Brennan, Bayer, Thiago. So do we really play one forward or two? I'm going to say, let's build it as if we've got one forward, and we'll kind of reverse engineer it from there. Bischoff for 9 quid, and Amiri for 6 quid. Feels like that's a 15 quid well spent. Elliot Anderson for 3 quid. Gravenberch for 9 isn't bad. I like Tielemans at £3 as well. Honorat for £1. Right, so Honorat, £1. Julian Brandt at £3 is really good, but he is injured right now. Shaka's not bad. Elliot Anderson, EA, £3.50. Angelo Stiller, by the way. I like that. £9. Amiri's just too good to look past, isn't he? Amiri, £6.18. So right, on midfielders we've just spent the thick end of 20 quid. We have 50. So 20's gone on mids if we were to buy them all. Let's go to defence, and we're after bang for buck. Rom, while he's injured, for £3. It's quite Bundesliga centric, the midfielders I've got, because I think, like, if we look at the mids again for a second. Oh no, we got Elliot Anderson, didn't we? Ignore me. We did get Elliot Anderson, and we'll maybe focus a wee bit. We'll maybe go double back if we've got change left over. But I like the idea of, like, Lewis Hall for 7 quid. Koulirakis for 7 quid. Benzabaini for 3 quid. Yeah. Rami's 3 quid. Big Mavropanos for £1. He's not doing that bad, is he? Ashley Young's 60p. It's kind of like, why not, isn't it? For 60p. I know somebody else I liked up here, yeah. Jedi Robinson. So what's that? £13, £14. Rom, injured. Rami, Young, Jedi. Yeah, I quite like that. We're looking at kind of double mid. Okay, cool. And we're only going to get one keeper. So this is like to build one team with. So we've spent 33, let's call it 35, right? Just to round up in case I've not counted the pennies properly. Spent 35 on 4 mids and 4 defenders, which leaves us with like the 15 mark. Trap, Muric, Vasilj. Could we get 2 keepers? Oh, could we get 2 keepers? It's not out the realm of possibility, by the way. A wee bit annoying for Hideki in and out a wee bit at the moment with him having Kovar in that squad. You want the handcuff though, but for the goalkeeper, you think that's a good move for Team 1? Could be, I suppose. Or for Trap, yeah, you definitely want Trap's handcuff, 1000%. That would probably take us over budget, but we definitely need to put that on the shopping list if you get Trap, because that's a ticking time bomb. We did a great video, I think it's great anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, on backup goalkeepers last week. So feel free to check that out if you haven't done so already. I really like Vasilj at 6 quid. If we get Vasilj at 9 quid, then that should leave us, yeah, not that much for keeper 2. We could actually get Bauman. We could actually get Bauman and Vasilj in at that. I'm tempted to try and push Muric into it, if I was to go back and count the pennies. So what we'll do, right, is let me open a different tab. We do the gallery reviews on the channel for members. To get a membership, you just need to click on the join button. It's just below the video today. Or if you go into the membership tab on my YouTube homepage, it's £1 a week. We do gallery reviews every week. We do lineup building every week. As soon as you become a member, the Telegram group's popping off here. Dom's getting involved. As soon as you become a member, you come into the Telegram group. Telegram is just like WhatsApp and Discord had a baby, but it's way, way better. It's £1 a week, £4 a month. And I never mentioned this earlier, actually. Every limited card that I win, that I need to say going forward, isn't in contender, because I'm going to actually be playing limited contender now. We'll talk about that in another time. I've maybe spoke about it a little bit already. I give them away. So if I win limiteds from any, I'll probably will still give away limiteds that I win in there, but I don't want to be under pressure to do it in case I've got something that could help me, because I'm going to be playing it. Yeah, I probably will still give them away actually, because I'll be playing it with other stuff that's established already, so not too worried about that. Jonathan Tah you liked, right? So let's go and get Tah, and we'll swap him for someone I had. Jonathan Tah, limited. Is £6. Who did I have in defence? Jedi Robinson for £7. Alright, so let's forget, or we could just get. Alright, okay. So we've got Brennan and Bayer. That's why I kind of wanted some Prem in here so that you can use the Brennan. But let's imagine we take out the Premier League defenders, Jedi Robinson and Young, and then we get Tah, £6.10. We save ourselves a little bit there. So £6.10 for him. Rom, injury discount thing, let's forget that for now, right? So if we get, so that's another £3 off. So if we get Tah and Rami, that's £9.10 for 2 defenders. We've got Honorat. Let's forget Elliot Anderson. We've got Honorat for a... no, actually, yeah. You wanted Tielemans. Let's look at Tielemans. How much was he? £2.80. I thought he was like £3. Yeah, so £2.88. Right, so Tielemans £2.88. Honorat £1. Let's forget Stiller. Okay, so we've got Tielemans, Honorat, Elliot Anderson, Amiri. Elliot Anderson and Amiri is like a tenner, £11, £14 on midfield now rather than 20. So Tielemans, Honorat, Elliot Anderson, Amiri. In defence, Tah and Rami for £9. So that means, and then Vasilj for £9. So we've got 18 plus 14 is 32. So we've spent 32. We've got a goalkeeper, 2 defenders, 4 mids, and your 2 strikers. That leaves us 18. We could get a second goalkeeper, but then that'll make me want to get another defender to make sure we've got this. Or do we just get a better keeper maybe? I really like Rono, but I think, like, could we get a, let's change this to Prem. Could we get a cheap Prem keeper in the mix here? Muric at £8 feels like the play. Muric is an AA machine, but yeah, Muric. Muric, £8. That takes us to 40. Let's just round it up to 41 in case I've missed out some pennies. Right, so we've got Muric and Vasilj in goals. We've got Tah and Rami in defence. We've got Tielemans, Honorat, Elliot Anderson and Amiri in midfield. You've got Bayer, Brennan and Thiago up front. You do have this random guy who's not playing in defence. Let's ignore him. You've got Campo who plays all the time, so fine. He'll be lying around, I guess. So £9 left. We've got 2 keepers. I think we need one more. So for £9, can we get one more defender in the Prem? So we want a Prem defender, and then we're trying to get another forward as well. So in the Prem, we've got £9 left. Don't want to take Young for this, right? Because he's just too old where it's like at some point he's going to let you down probably. I like Jokey Anderson, but he is injured and I don't know when he's coming back, so I can't really hold that out as a good option. Mavropanos for £1. Lacroix for £1. Poro for £4. Brandthwaite for £2. Oh, some decent options here. Reece James for £2. That feels criminal compared to some of these other guys. Wow, Fabian Schär for 60p. Udogie I quite like. He's quite cheap. Leif Davis. Goes with the Muric, which is why I thought it could be interesting, but scores aren't that appealing, to be honest. Wee boobs, by the way. Does the defender card score well, I wonder? Let's look at that, by the way. SO5 scores. Midfielder averages 45. So let's look at it. 60, 28, 34, 84, 64, 46. Nah, it's not much different, is it? I thought maybe a wee cheat code we were on to there for a second. Diego Dallo. I think he might get replaced. Livermento for 90p. Livermento and Schär 90p each. That feels like it should be good. So let's see. Oh, Van der Ven, always bloody injured, but I don't think we're going to find anyone hiding at the back here. So let's see, best bang for bucks that we can. I really like the idea of Anthony Robinson, but out of the remaining £9, he takes up too much of it for us to get an additional forward. Which with, Mazraoui. I'm a big fan of Mazraoui. I think he's going to do very good at Man United. I know that L5 isn't great. 363 away from the 9 is like 4 and a bit, isn't it? No. 5 and a bit. Beg your pardon. He's at a big team. He's got big scores in him. Form recently hasn't been that great, but like he's going to play all the time. He's got like no decisives here. Potential injury. He's back soon enough. Yeah, I really like Mazraoui. But equally, like I don't mind the Mavropanos and the Lacroix. Do you know what? 2's better than 1. Let's forget about Mazraoui at 363. Let's get Mavropanos at £1.22 and Lacroix. Yeah, they're both the same price then. £1.83. So they just come in at basically £3 on the button. Leaves us with £6 for a forward. I like that better. Centre backs are just more reliable to, you can pick the fixture with them a bit easier. And we've got Cunha. Jackpot. Cunha. Pedro Neto at £3 appealing, I would say. If you got Pedro Neto for £3, you could also get Dwight McNeil then. Eva Nielsen's £3. So let's see. Let's say... Well, you do have some forwards. You've got Brennan and you've got Igor already, actually. So let's do it. This is the final leg of this, right? We've almost completed the mission. A Bundesliga forward for £6. Because Meyer's fine, but Meyer's not nailed. Or Bayer, sorry, I should say. So £6 forward. Dux is a wee bit out of range, but he would be the perfect get. Same with Kleindenheist. Penda wouldn't be bad either if he was cheaper. Ekatike is just out of range. Playa, very, very cheap. Or I could spend a tiny bit more and get Dejan. Kulusevski, yeah, you could if you want. Goes with your Brennan. That could work. I like the idea of a Bunde forward and then you've got proper symmetry. If you are capable of spending a tiny bit more, I would just get Dux. Because he's like £1 more. I'd get Dux. The only striker I've got on the list here. Dux. Right, so from the top, right? Muric, Vasil Jingles, Jonathan Tah, Rami Bensebaini, Mavropanos, Maxence Lacroix, 4 defenders. Tielemans, Honorat, Elliot Anderson, Amiri, 4 mids, and Dux. That's 4, 8, 10, 11 players for just over 50 quid. That's a champ rig out. 2 teams of fun, go from there.